Hi, favorite cam of the day, Nikon F4. So first we start with the F5. Don't ask me why. It's plain simple. What do I have to tell you about it? It has a back. Yeah, you can open it. Thousands of videos on YouTube where they open the back. I won't do that. Here's a dial for your focus points, which you can see in the LCD screen. It's the new Nikon interface. One dial for your speed, the other one for aperture setting. So then you click it. Nice sound. Yes, indeed. Second button, very handy. It's blocked because I always rest it here, and when you, it's covered, but sometimes it fires by accident, so I only put it on when I use it. It's very handy for the hand portrait mode. Very big viewfinder, handy. So simple. To switch the mode from manual to aperture S speed, you have to push the button and dial this thing. Yeah, it's handy now. I paid less for this and all these cameras than for the new LC Wide. So if you want to buy an SLR, if you don't have one, go for the F5 or F4. You don't feel the shutter, you don't feel the mirror flip up. I have cheap SLRs which just shake when you fire them. Then these are two F4s. You don't want neither of them because this one has the MB23. It's too big. This one has a small battery pack. In fact, you want the MB21. There you have an extra shutter but a slim battery pack. Why I like this one? Because it's plain simple. You put your shutter speed with the dial here, EV, chuck dial, EV, no pushing buttons, mode, manual, A, S, P, you just flip it here, that's all, and it sounds like this. This one, because it has more batteries, sounds like this. And it doesn't matter, I always put it on single mode because I don't do sports anyway. This one works perfectly fine with those old manual focusing guys. Ta-da! Just whoop, you turn it for aperture, set the speed and fire away. Ta-da! I'm afraid of this big lens. Also has a second shutter button. It weighs a lot, but I like heavy cameras. I both put them. In fact, this one seems lighter, but so with batteries loaded, it's a kilogram 400. This is a kilogram 500. I didn't weigh this one. They're simple, they're nice. These actually works better with manual focus lenses. If you put a manual focus lens on this one, it is gonna say FAA in the viewfinder. It doesn't recognize the doesn't know at what aperture you're shooting. So this basically it works. It meters, but basically if you have old AIS lenses like this, you're better off with an F4. An F4 doesn't take G lenses. Your lens has to have a aperture ring, and the problem with those new Nikon Nikors is the aperture ring is sometimes quite small, and that's inconvenient. Yes, you also have to unlock it so you can turn it. You know, on a F5 you have to lock it on on the smallest aperture. Click. So ta-da! Then you turn the aperture. It's a bit. It's not tricky. It's just those old ones have better rings. So yeah, they're simple to use. They're good. They're decent. They're heavy, well built. This one is a tank. It feels like it feels like solid metal. But it's only 100 grams more than the modern F5. There you have them. But yeah. So I basically like this interface. One dial, turn it for aperture, click the V button, set it with a simple switch. It's fast. Neither of them has a flash unit built inside, so if you want a flash, you have to pull off your pants. No, you have to put a flash on top of it. In the back you have seen maybe a camera, which is not of today's video, but you can watch it, but you can't touch it. If you do, you're gonna buy one. You really have to stay away from this one. Really stay away from it. It's an Xpan, and it's dangerous because it's basically the size of a Leica. It's a little bit bigger than a Leica, and it does everything you want. Aperture is manual, tac 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 tac. A dial for speed, for speed. A dial for DV, and a dial for your ISO setting, and it shoots panoramic. This thing is quite affordable. The problem is when you have tasted the 45mm lens, you're gonna want this 30mm lens, and then you're in trouble because of the price of it. The center filter alone is like 400. So this was today's something.